Welcome to the World 24 News channel. Russian TV protester confirms she has gone on the run. A Russian TV journalist famous for staging an on-air protest against Russia's war confirmed she had escaped house arrest over charges of spreading fake news again, saying she had no case to answer. Marina Ovsyannikova wrote on Telegram, "I consider myself completely innocent, and since our state refuses to comply with its own laws, I refuse to comply with the measure of restraint imposed on me as of 30 September 2022 and release myself from it." Ms. Ovsyannikova, 44, gained international attention in March after bursting into a studio broadcast on the flagship Channel 1 with a placard that read, "Stop the war, and they're lying to you." Her lawyer said she was due to turn up to a hearing at 10 o'clock Moscow time, 7 a.m. UK time, at a Moscow district court, but that investigators failed to establish her whereabouts. Ms. Ovsyannikova was given 2 months house arrest in August over a protest in July when she stood on a river embankment opposite the Kremlin and held up a poster calling Vladimir Putin a murderer and his soldiers fascists. She faced a sentence of up to 10 years in prison if found guilty of the charge of spreading fake news about Russia's armed forces. Her house arrest was due to last until 9 October, but the state-run news outlet Russia Today reported on Saturday that she had fled along with her 11-year-old daughter. How she left and where she went are still unclear, but on Monday, her name could be seen on the Interior Ministry's online list of fugitives from justice, accompanied by a photo. In Wednesday's statement on her Telegram social media feed, she confirmed her escape, criticizing the article of the criminal code being used to prosecute her, and saying she was being persecuted for telling the truth. Russia passed new laws against discrediting or distributing deliberately false information about the armed forces on 4 March, 8 days after invading Ukraine. EU ambassadors agree on new sanctions against Russia. EU member countries have agreed on another round of sanctions against Russia over its aggression against Ukraine, the Czech EU presidency said on Wednesday. Ambassadors reached a political agreement on new sanctions against Russia, the presidency said on Twitter. Edita Dar, permanent representative of the Czech Republic to the EU, said the sanctions were in response to Russia's annexation of 4 regions in Ukraine, which the West has deemed illegitimate. This morning we reported that Vladimir Putin had signed laws absorbing 4 Ukrainian regions into Russia. Earlier this week, both houses of the Russian parliament ratified treaties making the Donetsk, Luhansk, Kherson and Zaporizhzhia regions part of Russia. The referendums have been described as a sham by the West.